Well, guys, I'm going to share probably the most expensive rifle I will ever own, but definitely the most expensive air rifle. It's a Benjamin Marauder with a Lothar barrel. Comes in Turkish walnut, and you see that is not a crack, that's adjustable cheek stock. The gauge is on the bottom. Here's a couple other features since looking at it a little bit. Here's your bolt. It's a nice solid bolt there, and you can see the back part of the bolt is really solid. I'm hoping that that is got a really good spring in there. I'm pretty sure it does since it's a Benjamin. The safety, which I didn't discuss, is right here. That's the safe position, fire. You didn't get a good view of the pressure gauge. There it is right there. This fills up to 3,000 psi. Here's the cap. You have to unscrew it versus like the Beeman, and you pop it on and it fires a 10-round magazine. I need to order some more of those probably. It's made out of plastics. I am not a big believer in plastic for longevity, so I will get a couple more for backup. As far as I know, I'll have to do a little research and see if they have a single loading tray. I didn't discuss the Lothar barrel much because you can't see it. The most accurate gun I have probably is the Daisy 753 Avanti, which has a Lothar barrel, and it too is heavier than what you would think, and the shot groups on that are great. In fact, it was doing really good at 25 yards, much better than a higher speed pump guns that I had. You might be able to hear the wind outside. It's really nasty out, but we're inside shooting the chronograph. This is the 5th shot. The first one I forgot to put the chronograph lights on, so I've got 3 readings. You'll be impressed, or at least I was. 882. And of course it's fast because it's a PCP. 885. Pretty easy to operate with the magazine. 879. 878. Boy, it's blowing it board away. I'll show you in a second. One more shot and then I'll reload. 882. That was with the Benjamin hollow point too. I fire a Benjamin out of a Benjamin first. Wear my Benjamin t-shirt. It's an old drawer. Blew out the back end. See, I've got my box of dirt here behind it. I was afraid it was going to, this is going to be so powerful, it's just going to create a big mess with the box of dirt. So I'm using the board to sort of cushion the blow to the dirt. I'm going to run Crossman hollow points through, see what it does at various PSIs, and show you the board when it gets done with all these Crossman hollow points I'm going to run through. Well, guys, I've run the Chrony about 50 shots through. Basically, you could cut a board in 2 with one of these. Maybe somebody will come up with how many pellets it takes to cut a board challenge one of these days. I ended up shooting about 50 pellets. I tested first just to get, a baseline with the Benjamin. Ran the Crossman hollow point since that seems to be a good gauge to measure against other air rifles because almost everybody uses a Crossman hollow point. Let me show you the raw data, which is right here. We'll get to the standard deviation and all that on the Benjamin hollow point, but the Crossman is what I wanted to show you. I'm thinking that the standard deviation for all these isn't going to be that bad. Got the camera here. That wood grain is really nice. It is a little dry. I'm thinking about putting either linseed oil or putting true oil on. If anybody in the comments could give me some advice on that, I'd appreciate it. That's a very nice grain. I want to protect it. So anyways, I'll get to the stats. Here's a rundown of the initial testing with the Benjamin hollow point. It had a average speed of 880 feet per second. Kinetic energy is 25, almost 25 foot-pounds, 24.5, and an excellent standard deviation of 2.8. And the Crossman hollow point, way above average on things too. Average speed of 877. Kinetic energy was 24.4, and a standard deviation of 3.2. We're off to a good start. Also, the trigger pull. I ran it 3 tests, 1.75 pounds each time, so stop there. 1.75 pounds. You can adjust it. I'm not going to. It's just fine the way it is. Nice looking rifle. I wanted to show you the calculated results on Iron Crossman. These figures I've already gone over here. Those are just the raw figures. These are the official figures for the Crossman hollow points, but I filled the tank up to 3,000 psi, and I decided I don't know how many pellets it's going to take for it to get down to 2,000 psi. So we just let her rip, and I recorded each score and even the error result on one. This is what I found interesting. The consistency from 3,000 to 2,000 and a long time. Overall, there was 39 shots. The average speed is 876. So at its optimal level is 877. From 2,500 to 2,000, it was 875. So if you average it all together, it comes out 877 with a standard deviation of 3.8 and kinetic energy of 24.4. For 39 shots, that's not bad at all for consistency and overall performance, and that's without the regulator. Okay, that's about it for this video. And the next video, we're going to do some serious target shooting and performance testing. But I need to replace my backstop there, and I'll probably need to put another board on top of that, considering this thing's going to pulverize those 2x4s. But we will have a nice scope on this thing in that video. So in the meantime, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please press the like button and comment. The comments are important to not only to get it seen more, but also because I read them and learn a lot of things. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe too. It always helps. So see you on the next video.